Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of
It's the coffee company. Santa's doing his rounds, fans of blankets and browns. You'll be sorry if you missed it. Kit Kat is a biscuit. It's the coffee company. It's the coffee company. It's the coffee company. Oh yeah, baby, smell the brew. It's the coffee company, and it's shipping to you. Coffee, coffee company, yeah, oh yeah, it's the coffee company. It's the coffee company. Coffee,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. It is the Coffee Company. We're sorry we're late. We had a couple of customers and we just finished filming
Yes.
a return of the greatest Leave It Out channel to ever walk the earth. The Cough is back. The Daigle is back. TOT are back, and we will be uploading the video after the show. But this is sort of the walk-in. This is the
This is the dress rehearsal. This is the pre. Listen, how you doing, Ben? You know what it is, Ben. What I will say about it is, listen, you have it that you have some, you do a press release or whatever you want to call it, but I think it's only right that the great supporters of the channel, and a lot of them are here.
Yeah.
We've let it know in the WhatsApp group. There are people, like I say in the video, that have become like family to us and are with us every single day, every single show, and support the channel and have become a huge part of the community. Well, we've missed seeing them every day, and I would hope they've missed having us in their living rooms or in their houses every single day. So I think it's only right that people of the Coffee Company and people of Tottenham on Tour know beforehand that there will be a video released today.
Yep.
And it will be to state that Tottenham on Tour are back, ladies and gentlemen. Currently, we cannot put 2 shows on every single day. Currently, we don't know if we can put on a show a day.
Yep.
But with everything that's been going on with this,
if we can, Aki, we can pop up.
Exactly, the old pop-ups could be coming back. Listen, everyone knows the main reasons we were gone. I was going to England, starting a job. There were some unsavory things going on within the chat that I had to deal with personally. An address they have. And with everything going on at this football club and the way it's being run, we just can't sit back and not come back when this channel, especially with me
being... reminds me of? Is when Mick Foley was challenging the what's it called, when Mick Foley was challenging DX, and then suddenly he's talking, and suddenly the Rock runs down the stage, and he starts hitting. Oh no, Evolution! It was Evolution.
Yeah,
they were all going on, and the Rock just sprints down, and you're the Rock, and you just. And then
exactly.
He does the Ric Flair, and then he wipes him out.
And like we said, Ben, this channel, I will say, when I was Tottenham Away and started Tottenham Away, it was to highlight the deficiencies of this board. Then obviously Tottenham on Tour was created.
Yeah.
And it was, again, a huge part of what this channel stood for, because we will stand up and talk about this because it's something I'm very, very passionate about. And just before we went on our break, we changed gears, and we're still going to stay in that lane where we were talking about other things. We were balanced, but we would highlight this. And now we are where we are, and this one is gathering as much traction as possible. Us not standing up and doing something, especially seeing that I can't get there in person for the Liverpool game, which is killing me, to lend my support and stand with the people. It's only right we come back and carry on the good work of everyone that's trying to finally force change. So we are back. We've missed you all, and I just can't wait.
Let's see who's in the audience to take us through the show. I think everyone's very excited. There's loads of messages, but we're going to rattle through them quickly. We got Rinketics in the house. Shemtang, good to see you, buddy. YouTube member, The Perfect Match, Auntie Kate. YouTube member, The Sheriff YouTube member. Andrew Gregory YouTube member. Adam Jones, good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Stewboy727 YouTube member. What the F is Ange Ball? Welsh Spur, good to see you, bud. Good to see ya. We have Angus, the Trinal Chief, and the Final Boss are back. We got Wayne Hollands in the house. Good to see you, Wayne. Good to see
Wayne,
you, mate.
my brother. Wayne, my brother.
Absolutely. Welcome back. With Ian Ferguson, YouTube member. Tweaky, YouTube member. Fiona's in the house. Good to see you, Fiona. Finally.
Yep.
The Tot has come back to YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. We have Paul Clark's in the house. Yep. Spurs former's nosedive tour went off the air. I said this in the video we've just recorded. We got Bill. Bill's back.
Where's he been?
I don't know, but he's back. Bill's back.
Mate, do you know what? There's certain people that you see daily or regularly that you always see in the chat. And I've got Bill's number, actually. I should have reached out to Bill because I have not seen him or heard of him.
I saw him last night and we are Tottenham TV. I was like, Bill's back.
Okay, good. It is good. Listen, there are people that you see in the chat, like I said, that you see. This is the thing, Bill, like I said, he's someone that you always used to see. Always. And, this football club. But yeah, it's good to see people. And honestly, we can't wait to get started again. And I will tell you as well, which we announced in the video, Ben is relaunching or launching another clothes shop, another Redbubble, but it will be strictly for Tottenham on Tour. Yeah. And I've always wanted to bring out
on that when we get off the show and I get a bit of time tonight, I will finalize the 5 design.
I've wanted to bring out Levy Out shirts during protests, during times of unrest, but for some reason we just haven't followed through. Well, Levy Out t-shirts or Levy Out themed t-shirts will be coming out, as well as other t-shirts, but it is time. Some people may not want to chant or scream or voice, but they'll wear something. They'll wear something. And I've said to my dying breath,
we're not just going to bring out the stuff we want to talk about, Labaki. We're going to bring out, people have loved my merchandise.
Oh, of course I have.
We're going to bring out loads of Tottenham themed t-shirts. And we're going to hopefully people will like them. I've already come up with one, and I will come. Of course, this is a t-shirt that we need to make now. This is a t-shirt we need to make, and we're going to do it. We got Kuva. Yes, the club did go downhill when we sold Timothy Atuba. It did.
Oh, dear. mate.
The
Listen,
drag back, yes. Big up, Perchy. Good to see
Big
him.
up,
The Perch. Luca. Perchitino. Can we have an Angus as a secret Spurs fan t-shirt?
I have to say, I tuned into Perchy a bit this morning when he had Philly on and he had Rinketic on, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but he was on, and they're talking about. And then Perchy said something when people need to boycott and not give him money, and he said we need 10,000 Dagels, and I was like, my God, the world's not ready for that. We don't need 10,000 of me.
10,000 bagels, 10,000 bagels walking down the high road doing this. It'll be like,
mate,
you could do "We Want Levy Out" in Martian. We want Levy out. We want Levy out. Like in March.
I will, and actually, whilst we're talking, I have to say once again,
I need to hire Ian as my t-shirt maker, as my t-shirt idea guy, because the number one fake fan t-shirt.
Also, the Spurs away fans were singing in true voice yesterday. I put a tweet out after the Chelsea game, and I was pissed off with the home fan. Not because I was just pissed off because they all talk a good game about Levy out, and I was like, thank God the next two games are away because the away fans will do what the home fans won't, and they did. They did yesterday. Obviously, it was very hard to get anything loud and heard because Rangers, there was always going to be a very hostile and loud atmosphere. But the Spurs away fans did what they did in the pubs, in the walk to the stadium, in the stadium, and it'll be very loud at Southampton. It'll be very, very loud at Southampton. And fair play.
We're going to try and have a fun show because it is Friday.
It is.
It is the weekend. We did. I don't know where Rosie's going to come in the chat in a minute and she's going to banter us out of the building. Rosie's great. She's going to banter us out of the building because Rosie is, of course, a Rangers fan.
But do you know what it is, Ben? You look at it, Ben. I look at it now. I don't even take it as banter. It's true. It's the complete truth. It's not even a joke anymore. It's the truth. Love you too, Perchy brother. But it's the truth. When I keep saying to people, when fans come back and banter us, we have to sit down and take it. There's no, but banter has become facts.
We're so bad. We're so bad. I know this is not a football show, but I'm just going to say it. I feel really sorry for Timo Werner. And you all know I really dislike Timo Werner as a footballer. I think he's crap. I think he's a really poor footballer. But he wasn't the only crap player last night.
Yeah.
Son was awful. And I love Sonny. He was awful. Basuma was unbelievably bad. Udogi was bad last night.
What happens in the dressing room stays in the dressing room.
Perchy wants the link. The entire team were terrible yesterday. The entire team were terrible. Why is he singling out Timo Werner? It's not fair. I don't like that.
I went on We Are Tottenham TV last night, and I hadn't heard what he said. So Ben and Nick read it back to me, and I said, "You know what? It's time for the stick, not the carrot." And I still stand by that. I still stand by it. These players are too protected. There's no accountability in this football club, like I said, whatsoever. And I agree with what he did. But when I stepped back after my interview, I sat down to myself and I said, "You know what? I've gone in hard on Timo because he's." But I think about it. There could have been another 4 or 5 players.
Absolutely.
And from what I've seen back,
Mr. White.
There were 10,000 Dagels in the street. There were 10,000 Dagels in the street. There were 10,000 Dagels. 10,000 Dagels. 10,000 Dagels in the street. Leave it out.
Actually, let's just say if you did that, you'd probably be here till the Liverpool game. So let's just have a rolling clock of Perchy going down from 10,000.
That needs to be a meme and give that a credit. I hope you did take it in a positive light. Why I said we need. 10,
of course I did, mate. Of course I did. I was thinking about coming on, but it was like 5 o'clock in the morning for me. I was like, I am awake, but I'm not. I just can't get out of bed.
I did say it, Daigle. As soon as Rosie was coming in, she's going to banter us out the building.
Mate, it's not. But like I said, it's not banter. We need to sit back and take it. It's not even. It's facts. But as
Yeah,
I was saying,
yeah,
when
what
it
is
comes
thi-
to
this is disgusting. But and I've watched Perchy too much, so I'm starting to say by the way too much because Perchy
By the
does
way.
love saying by the way. By the way, this
Mate,
is
do you know what?
great.
It's because I'm mid-recording, by the way. I've literally,
There it is.
episode 21 has now just been recorded of Perchy to Glory. Episode 22 and 23 are about to get recorded because I'm doing my every day for Christmas FM stream hour. So, and obviously I'm going back to the UK on the 18th, so I've got to pre-record everything. So I thought I'd come on midway after finishing an episode. I'll come on and say hi to you boys.
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, I'll tell you what. Honestly, it's got to the point. I still, on occasions, if I was still drinking, I've got drinking games for YouTube. If you're watching Sava, every time he says what we do in here, you take a shot. It is Christmas
Every
time.
time I
so
say unacceptable, you take a shot.
yeah, every time Perchy says by the way, you take a shot. If you go through all the channels, there is something that someone says. I've realised that I say listen. a lot,
David
like,
Harris is one. Every time David Harris says stuff like that, he says stuff like that a lot.
Mate, there's just so much right now. I know for a fact when someone asks me a question, sometimes I go, right, listen. If everyone took a shot every time I said listen, it's the Christmas season. People that are having a drinking off work, if you want to have a little drinking game and you're watching these shows, just find a saying.
Do you know what Sheriff's one is? Sheriff's one is I've been telling you all this for about 6 years since I've been on this channel.
Yeah,
Get off my land.
Listen, one of the drinking games I used to play was Roxanne. You have to take a shot every time Rod Stewart says Roxanne in that song. He says it 28 times.
My I'll be
But every time
absolutely
he says it,
hammered
you
at
have
the
to-
end of that.
Oh, mate, you can't complete it. You get someone else pouring the shot. You get like 6 glasses, and then every time he takes it, it gets to the point where every time he says Roxanne,
That's actually a really good question. You've all watched Spurs YouTubers. I want everyone to come up with their own drinking game for everything Spurs YouTubers say.
and by the way, I'm an alcoholic, so I don't condone drinking non-stop.
Of course. This is the laugh. What was Ronnie Rosenthal's drinking game, except for just absolutely get
Yeah, I did
paralytic?
mean Tweaky. I did mean Sting, not Rod Stewart. My bad. Well done, Tweaky.
Oh, yeah, Sting, yeah.
But you know what I meant. The song.
What was Ronnie Rosenthal's drinking game of choice?
Oh, mate, Ronnie Rosenthal was if your drink's empty, get it refilled quick. My
That's a
God,
good-
honestly, he came honestly that night. As I'll literally, we're sitting here. Imagine this is the entrance to what was the
You've heard
underground.
the story, haven't you, Perch, about Ronnie Rosenthal, right?
No, remind
Mate,
me.
honestly, when I was living in Israel,
Yeah.
we were in the Europa League game. I can't remember what game it was. It was whilst I was out there. So it's between 2004, 2007. I think it was 2005-06. We're all having a drink, all the English guys watching it there. And then all of a sudden, Ronnie Rosenthal walks into the pub, sees all us Spurs fans congregate. He's like, "It's all right if I sit with you guys?" We're like, "No, you're Ronnie Rosenthal. Is it okay if we sit with you?" And he's like, yeah. Sat with us. As his drink came in, the first thing he did is hand over his credit card, his debit card, whatever, and said, "All these drinks that have been built up now, put them on my bill and use this card for everything else."
Wow.
He came in, so that would have been, we were drinking till 4 a.m. Didn't pay for a single drink. That's
mad.
That man drinks like a goddamn fish. I mean, guy, he's a goddamn unit. I honestly, up until 4 a.m, like on a beach bench, just drinking shots with Ronnie My God.
What a
I was
story.
absolutely off my
Yeah,
rocker.
that's one. Drink every time Jimbo swears.
There's another one. Yeah, mate, Ronnie, what a
Chang has
legend.
got a really good. Every time Chang says "back to you, Miss Kate," you take
No,
a
that
shot.
should be. Oh, mate, can you imagine every time Mr. Box Office says Mr. Box Office?
Back to you.
Back
5
to you.
seconds of
Yeah,
fame.
I'll give you a drinking game. This is a little plug. If you're watching my Perch to Glories, every time I lose it with a player that is an AI generated computer game, you have to drink every time I lose it to it. Like there is some great content coming out, by the way. I'm not just saying it for myself. There's me just I sit back and after stop recording, I go, I really have just yelled at a computer game.
Well, I'll tell you what would be funny. Perchy, if you want the numbers, you know what you need to do. You need to take a drink every time you do it.
I might
That's your
do that.
Christmas episode. That's your
We'll do-
Christmas
I
episode.
wasn't going to bring one out on Christmas, but I might do that as a Christmas episode. But let's see. We'll see. I've got I'm just trying. How many I've done now? I've done one more. So I've done 4.
That's
I've
one.
done-
Every time the
got 10
sheriff
to
says
go.
he's going to ban something, that's one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, drink every time Jimbo says 4-0. Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
one.
Oh man.
There's-
Oh, don't. It's just it's getting to
Yeah,
that stage of
drink
Christmas
every
where we
time
are
Kate
going to be
drop-
drinking. I'll be
every
back
time
to drinking.
Kate- Kate says Mickey Hadler.
Oh, dear. Mate, honestly, there'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I think it could be an actual series you could do though, Ben. I think Ben could create a series of it, just doing like
Watching
a
me
vlog.
watching a stream.
like,
I choose a stream as a
basically-
day.
No, I think you could do like a watch along of a watch along. I think it'd be quite funny. Watch
That'd
along
be
of a
great.
watch along, and then every time a buzzword is said, for me, it's just any footballing buzzword is one I drink to. Drink every time anyone says process project, anything like that, I just drink to. Buzzword drinking games are the best.
Lee
Mate,
Gunner would be.
by the
way-
Lee
by the
Gunner
way-
would be a good drinking game.
By the way, if this becomes a thing, Tottenham on Tour and the coffee company have
Yeah.
trademark and all rights
Yeah,
towards this-
100%. Anyone nicks
towards
those
this phenomenon. But do you know a question I do want to ask? I've always wanted to ask this, and I don't always know that. People like Angus and Rosie, who don't support Spurs but are brilliant supporters of the channel. How did you first find out about the channels? Like the coffee
That's a
company,
good point,
like
actually.
Tottenham on Tour, because it's brilliant they support. I mean, Angus
Mm.
comes in and he tries to wind people up, and he in a good way. But it just amazes me how they came
Yeah,
across
no,
our
it's
channel.
good.
Well, Rosie
Uh,
found me. Rosie found me through JSY Talks Football because she watches Jesse a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to
watches
say, Angus
Jesse.
watched a lot of Sava stuff. So, yeah,
Yeah,
Angus has watched
Sava.
Sava. That makes sense.
okay.
Because actually, no, to be fair, a lot of it has come through the likes of Sava because Sava did a lot of content, bear in mind, with the Terrace at the time.
Yeah,
He did a lot of content with like the Big Six. So people would come over from those to his channel and then would distribute through. Like, you think, not just him, like there's other channels as well that have gone
Of
through
course.
big, more footballing communities and stuff. So that makes a lot of sense.
of course. I mean, I'd say a lot of people found me via We Are Tottenham TV. It's the
Yeah,
same-
yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, also they would have found me via standing outside a training ground at 6 a.m. freezing my Watsits
Yeah.
off.
Oh,
Do you know what?
Holland.
Fair
Wait,
play.
no,
I
do you know
rate it.
what? I have to say, and I will say it because he's here and he won't mind me saying it. Me and him are coming up to, or Wayne Holland of the Spurs community is coming up to a what now? 3-year anniversary in a few days.
Yeah.
3 days in a few days. Literally, it's
What a
mine and
legend
Wayne's
this
3
man
days.
is.
And do you know what? Certain things happen in life. And if it hadn't been for one tweet I put out, a Leicester City fan who lives in Leicester and I would never have crossed paths and never would have
Yeah.
met, never. And now he's one of my dearest friends in my
Oh,
entire life.
Wayne's a lovely, but I've got a lot of time for Wayne Holland every time.
Wayne,
I
and do you know
love
what?
Wayne.
I've met people see him in the community and he speaks a lot. And on some channels, he gets a lot of grief for being a Leicester fan and commenting about Spurs. But Wayne speaks the hard facts.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest guys you could meet. I have the privilege and honor of being able to speak to him on the phone whenever I want or he wants. And
Yeah.
I've actually met him in person. He came to my house, met my mum. We went to
Yeah.
an England women's game together. He is just as amazing in person
Yeah.
Not-
Great bloke.
as he is within the community. And honestly,
This is true. This is true. When I first met Rosie, we talked about Marta Kaufman. That's another drinking game. Every time Sava says coffee instead of coffee,
Yes.
that's a drink.
Yeah,
That's a drinking
that's
game.
a shout. That's a good
You
one.
would be paralytic.
mate, there's so many good games for the holiday season.
I think we have to remember it's quite incredible when something as simple as this can unite. I think we always talk about the negative side of YouTube. I think we do very much miss the positive side of YouTube though. Like, and there is a lot of positives. I think there are a lot of negatives in certain aspects. We don't need to delve into it now, but the positive side of it is you get a good community of people that want to talk football in whatever aspect. And what I've always said, and Ben, I said this to you the other day, the brilliance of it all, there is a spot for everyone.
Yeah.
So there is a space for everyone. And I think we need to remember that instead of tearing down other people, realize actually where we have our spaces within it all. Look, not everyone, like, I had a guy in my chat, if Paul's in it, Paul 123, people were, he didn't like the FM stuff. And I said to him, look, that's fine. He's, by the way, and he's a real, he's a subscriber of mine. He's not, I've been from me from the beginning, right? And I said in the chat, and I had people going, oh, you don't have to be, no, well, don't. If he doesn't like what he's saying, he doesn't have to like what he said. I said at the time, and he came in and he apologized. I said, no, you don't have to apologize in my chat today. Yeah. I said, mate, you have every right. You don't have to watch stuff. And look, I said, you're a massive supporter of my channel. Everyone, I haven't got a massive channel, right?
At the end of the day, Perch, we all need to, Sean said it on his stream when he probably had too much to drink. I love Shawnee. He said we've all got to carve out our own grift. We've all got to carve out. One of the things you're trying to carve out is you're trying to carve out the Football Manager stuff, because that.
But
Kate's show is brilliant because you get 4 very different voices on her channel every single week. You've got Kate speaking from her perspective. You've got Jimbo, the ultra positive. You've got Nick, who's just a flip flop. You've got Chang, who's just the loveliest geezer on the planet. You have that sort of thing. With me and Daigle, we're a very interesting, because we think very similar because of the community we've grown up in, but we also think very differently as well. And Daigle and I see things very differently.
I agree, and I think the biggest thing here is for anyone in the chat that either is a YouTuber or wants to be a YouTuber or wants to get involved with it. The only advice I'll say to anyone: do what you enjoy, and don't feel pressured into doing something that you don't want to do. Right? This is true, but we don't give them time. I think we have to learn from into the new year. Let's not give these people the the choice to do that. We'll do our thing. As I said, I do the FM stuff because I enjoy it. I get animated. I think it's fun. I try and make it a real entertain. I try to entertain with it all. Like, people think, but the thing is, I take it seriously. Like, it's not me putting it on. I do get pissed off when my central midfielder misses a pass. I lose my mind, and I start becoming angry and subbing them off in 5 minutes into a game because they missed a simple pass. It's like, but it's all part of it, right? And I think as long as we all stick to doing what we enjoy doing and don't let it take over, because it gets very, very competitive. But I don't mind that as long as it's sensible. It gets mad half the time.
Yeah. It's like we got Phil P's in the chat. I've got a shout out, Phil P. Woo!
You know what? When you just said about the comments, Ben, I consider myself truly, totally, and utterly blessed to have the honour and privilege to have the We Are Tottenham TV boys. Ben and I are as thick as thieves. Me and Simeon are very, 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 very close, but me and Ben are as thick as thieves. And there were times that I used to snap at comments either in the chat like this, or most importantly on the comment section of my YouTube videos when they clip me. And Ben used to say when he saw me snap, he's like, Brian, don't snap. I'll give you an example. I got one comment one day. I can't remember what game it was. It was this season. And someone put a comment saying, the only good thing Brian is good for is being a junkie. It went on. We won't go into everything. And I said, Ben, I'm really struggling to bite right now because I will go nuts. And literally he goes, Brian, before you do anything, do me a favor. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, how many likes has that comment got? And I was like, it's got 2. And he goes, right, that's probably his 2 other troll accounts. And he said, how many times has this video been viewed? And he said, I think it was about 4,500, whatever it was. He goes, give me a call in 24 hours time. And I said, okay. Called him in 24 hours time. And he looked at me, he said, Brian, how many views has your video seen now? And it was about 20,000. He goes, find that comment. How many likes has it got now? The same 2. I was like, there you go. No one is listening to it. 20,000 people have seen it. And I looked at it and he showed me other ones where I have reacted. And because I've reacted, there's then like 20 comments because I've engaged in it.
Yeah.
And it's like the silence pisses them off. Just don't.
Yeah, no, Dave,
I've
I
learned
mean,
now.
I had my moment the other day. Ben was in the chat.
Yeah.
He saw it. We don't have to go into it. It's a similar.
No.
It's a similar thing.
Don't react.
My reaction wasn't good. I apologize. I lost it. It was nearly lifting the computer and launching out the window. I was about to go ballistic shit.
Yeah.
But look, Brian, I've got to shoot, guys, because I've got to go back to recording. And I promised Suze
I'll go
tonight.
get the whiskey for his shots.
I promised tonight, Suze, that it is no YouTube day and it's going to be our night tonight and just turn him. So I have to get these recordings done. Guys in the chat, everyone in the chat, much sends all the love to these 2 absolute legends, by the way.
Yeah.
What time is the video out?
I will release it when I get the chance to. After the stream, I will post it.
Wicked, because I'll make sure I'm there and I'll share it out. Make sure people get back because you guys, we need you back at Tottenham on tour. It's important because we need your voices because it's brilliant for the community and it's needed. Thanks, guys. I've got to shoot and record. Much love. If I don't, I'll speak to you before Christmas. Much love. Love in the chat.
You're in our group. You'll speak to us today.
Yeah, sure. I'll literally speak to you because someone will try and rattle me, and I'll bite every time.
Yeah, mate. I was saying to Ben before we recorded, I was like, you've come in and you have been very argumentative and rage and right. It's like punch.
I love a debate.
One second, my mother-in-law.
The person that you choose to, one of the people you choose to debate though is Roadman, and he's such a wind-up merchant.
Oh no, I don't mind it though. I like Roadman.
Roadman's
lovely, man.
I love the Roadman. What a guy! I can't wait to talk with the Roadman.
As I said, I've got to shoot, but thank you very much, Ben. If you're able to do that later, that'd be wicked for what I asked earlier. But if it worked or not, I don't know.
I'll get it. I'll try it, Perch.
Wicked. Thanks, guys. Much love.
Cheers, Perch.
Oh, thank God he's going. Oh shit, he's still here.
He won't let me go. Ciao,
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, what I will say, guys, any of you are on social media, there will be a release from the video. I will be putting it on my Twitter, and Dave will be putting it on Tottenham's on Tour's Twitter. If you could just simply retweet it, comment if you want, but if you can retweet it and let it be known we're back, because it's time to spread the word and reunite the community of Tottenham on Tour.
Reunite TOT's brick wall.
Reunited, and it feels so good. That should be the that could be a new theme tune for us. Without my voice,
I've got to work on the Brian Daigle show. I've got to work on the Brian Daigle show, and most importantly, I need to actually set it up because there's things happening. So I need to set it up. And we can do it after the show, Brian. I'll speak to the power.
Over the weekend. We've got till the 26th of our stream. We've got time.
Yeah, we've got time. But
got time.
But it's gonna be fun. I want to do some football content because unfortunately, not many people, and apart from Sava and Kate, those are the only 2 people that invite me on football shows. Perchy does as well. Now that Perchy's back, whenever he's got a show, usually it's Perchy's in like 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when he does his football shows. So
you need to start calling into We Are Tottenham again.
And just it needs the time. It's the time. Because if I'm at the match, I'm on the way home by the time. And if I'm at home, I'm miserable.
Just going to answer Paul Clark, good friend of mine's question about he will be returning. Dave might not for the first part be as free as he was.
Yeah,
but
Dave is busy trying to be a Harley Davidson biker.
Yeah, Dave is still going to be part. Listen, we want to bring on more people from our community. There are people in here like Kuva, who's always like everyone in the chat is always welcome. We're going to start trying to bring on. Yeah. One of the things I love doing with Evening Brews is I started bringing on new people that hadn't been on.
I forgot the Sheriff invited me as well. The Sheriff invited me.
Hadn't been on streams, but Leo needs to get on the channel. Big up, Leo, brother. Still need to sort him out a cap. It's been so long. I've been promising to sort him out a cap. I'll get that sorted. What I will say, Leo, is Ben's bringing out a brand new shop for us. So wait till we bring out the new shop and then tell me if you want the cap from the old one or anything we bring out new here. Yeah. And then I'll get that over to you personally. But there are people that we want to bring in new people, get new views, new shows, but be back. We will be very balanced.
Yeah, we can talk about it because that is basically, Aki, YouTube and people see Tottenham on Tour as the Brian Bagel show because it is. Your home is Tottenham on Tour. So I thought me being me and being a bit of a piss take is just gonna. I called you as a Brian. I'm using your name, mate. Your name no longer belongs to you. I went full Vince McMahon on you.
Yeah, no, listen, Ben Daniel. I'll tell you when we had the break. When we had our break,
McMahon on you and said, Brian, I own your name. We're making the Brian Daigle show. And that is it.
Listen, the thing is as well, Ben Daniel said to me, literally, Brian, you need to start putting your names on things because people want to see you and people want to search for you. And without being big, it's right. There are people that I've seen it recently saying, does Brian have a channel? Does Brian have a channel? Does Brian... It's like, yes, Tottenham on Tour. They may not be new to We Are Tottenham. So it's what you got to do when you've got someone that does have a bit of what's the right word? A bit of what's the right word? A bit of I don't want to say clout, but has a bit of notoriety, is well known. Of course, you've got to be able to use that. How stupid is it not to use my own name?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's stupid. Who knows? Just that could propel us to a good few more subscribers. You'll get the name of the channel out there more. And why not? Why not? Ben, if you have a best-selling coffee, you keep stocking it, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's something that's a bestseller in the shop, you highlight it. So if it's me that needs to be highlighted because of the work I do and get on Cowlins and get on, obviously, regular on We Are Tottenham TV, then why not? Then why not use it?
Yep. It's what we got to do. We got to use what we've got. We've got to use our strengths. And unlike Ange Postecoglou, if we've got a pair of two really good wing backs, we're not making them play midfield. We're putting them on the wing. Anytime I can put a knife in, I'm getting in. We know how to do it. We know how to do it. Here we go. But yeah, this is really good news, isn't it, Aki? It's really good news.
Do you know what? I'm actually very excited about coming back, especially the January window, protest, whatever. But obviously, me starting my new job, I'm still in training. We weren't going to come back till I'd done training, but it's like, do you know what? Enough is enough.
People have been asking for it as well.
People have been asking for it as well, which is always a nice thing. Absolutely makes the heart grow fonder. And you know what? I know I can get on We Are Tottenham TV whenever I bloody well like. Whenever I like. If Ben and Simeon need me, they say jump, I say how high, because I'll do anything for that channel. I've even said if Tottenham on Tour are about to go live and they need me, for them, I would say, right, one of us needs to take over because I need to help We Are Tottenham TV. People need to remember that, and we speak about this a hell of a lot, Ben, whether it's on this show or Tottenham on Tour. If it weren't for those boys, a lot of us would be nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
None of us would exist.
No, exactly. And the greatest thing I've always said is with Ben and Simeon, what I've seen is with every single channel that comes up, if they get asked for help, support, advice, they will always give it. They're not like, oh my God, you're another Spurs channel. They are just incredible. And your management will be back, Paul. It will be back, but I'm trying to sort out with Johnny. It won't be back for Southampton because we've got to work out things because obviously it used to start at 7 a.m. My time, which is midday your time. But then I've got work at 10 o'clock. So it's, do I get up extra early and then do it, then have a full day's work? Maybe. The weekend, if we've been playing Saturday, we will do it on a Sunday. Weekends, I'm free as anything. So it will be coming back. Maybe we may. I was talking to Johnny. Maybe we even do it on the match day. 11 p.m. Hardly anyone is streaming at 11 p.m. When I finish work, and then people in Australia and that side of the world are waking up So so we'll see. But Anger Management will be back. It's just working out.
Yeah.
It probably won't be back till the new year. We'll be popping up doing shows beforehand. But I've got to try and work out with Johnny a structure and a time where we can get in. A lot, like you said, a lot of people have been asking us to come back. A lot of people have been asking about that show, particularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, well, when you get asked by people, where are you when you're coming back, it's always a nice thing. And it's nice to be able to say, do you know what, I want to talk. Who's streaming? Let me try and get on their show when I could be doing it, or we could be doing it on our very own channel. So looking forward to it.
But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited about the future of Tottenham on tour. Yes, we might be a bit edgier than we were because Ireland is now very busy. I don't know if Ireland has any chance, but we're not going to be as perfect as we were. I know Ireland was really hard pushing us to be as perfect as we can be, and he wanted us to be really tight and be really professional. At this point in time, we don't have the time to do that. If we only stream 1 day a week and the conversation is good, keep it going. Just keep it going. And we need to be more spontaneous again. I think Tottenham on Tour has been really, really good when we're spontaneous. We are, because let's face it, Aki, we are two very reactionary people. We're two very reactionary people, just like everyone is. People are reactionary. We can be as cool, calm, and collected as we want, but once we explode, the two of us. So, yeah, it's always good. If we can just pop up and have a laugh, let's do it. Good morning, Ryan G. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Robbie Williams movie review.
Listen, not on Tottenham on Tour. This isn't Tottenham on Tour. Is what Tottenham on Tour is. Like I said, mate, listen, the professional side of things, Brian Ireland was bang on right. Bang on right, but there are shows that sometimes have got a big following. Sometimes we kept the show going for an hour just because we said stick to an hour. But like you said with Morning Brews, it's very hard when there isn't. But yeah, there will be some shows that go on longer than an hour. There will be some shows that are very, very audience or viewer, should I say, participant. There's just going to be new things, trial and error. The main thing is we said we wanted to come back. We're coming back, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
But right, listen, I need to start getting ready for work.
Yeah.
Ben, once you've got the thing uploaded, send me the link and the artwork so I can get the tweet out.
Okay.
And everyone in the chat, have a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. Don't let 90 minutes of football ruin your weekend, even though I think Spurs are going to lose. Ben, always a pleasure, Aki.
As always, Aki.
All I will say, Tottenham on Tour are back, and I best start triggering these fingers because, and as always, Levy out.
Cheers, Aki. We'll be getting up that video very, very soon. Let me ping him the artwork. Let me do. Here we go. There's the artwork. And when we do the video, I'll post it. But yeah, what does everyone want to talk about? We're going to go for another 17 or so minutes. Then I've got to try and do some work. Yeah, how's everyone? Will be good to have you all back. Yeah, we'll try our best. Well, things change. Yep. But how is everyone doing? I really enjoyed my coffee. Spurs can't ruin it till Sunday. Yes. And we'll try our best. It's weird. I've sort of, what's it called? I've run out of fuel after that long conversation. I've run out of fuel. I've got a long day because I've got to go home, clean my room because my room is a bomb site. And because I've got my lovely Mickey coming and staying with me for a few days. So poor Mickey is going to have to deal with me for a week or 5 days? She's going to have to deal with me. That's a good question, Rosie. Thoughts on the coward manager, Ben? Singling out one player. I said it earlier in the show, mate. I said it earlier in the show. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. 10 players were awful yesterday night. He shouldn't have picked on one of them. He picked the easy target. What's my favourite snack? Favourite snack? Roundtree's Randoms. I love Roundtree's Randoms. They're great. Doesn't do leg day. What the hell? That guy's got really skinny legs. No. Got new glasses, must be worn at all times. At least you enjoy it. It's cup by every apple. Ooh, fudge brownies. Ooh. Oh, fudge brownies. I love random. Marks and Spencer's cookies. Yes. Yes. M&S cookies. They're good. I love Malwams. I love Malwams. I love gummy bears, Maltesers. Got a question. Really important question. Why are the Maltesers in the box so much better than the Maltiners in the plastic wrapper? They're so much better. It's not even like 5% better. It's like 25% better. I like an M&M. Ooh, it's cool, Ben. Here we go. Chocolate again. They rule the world, either Sultana ones or Bombay Mix. Kit Kat is still not a biscuit. Strawberry like I do like strawberry laces. Do you think if we lose, yeah, he's got to. They're cold. What do you mean? As in they get colder because they're in a box, or do you think it's because the wrapper's colder? I know that makes more sense because glass doesn't react to flavor. It's one of the reasons you drink wine out of a glass. You don't drink it out of like ceramic. You drink it out of a glass because the glass doesn't reflect the flavor of the drink. But yes, if you put tin and metal reacts to a liquid, but glass bottle doesn't. But of course, this is the time I've got to shout out. Have I got it? This is my homie Leo, for my homie Leo. Because big up Mexico. Mexican Coca-Cola is the greatest. Forget just Coke in a glass bottle. I love Coke in a glass bottle. Mexican Coca-Cola was the greatest thing ever. I love Mexican Coca-Cola. I should have bought myself some of that. Should have bought myself some for Christmas. I drink wine out of a bottle. Ooh. Foam strawberries. Boo. Ooh, that's good. Tasty. The problem with Coca-Cola in a bottle is I can't just... Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it? Mexican Coke, it's Coca-Cola, but instead of using the shit that we put in our Coca-Cola, they use raw cane sugar. So it's real Coca-Cola. It's raw sugar. And it just tastes banging. Sugar cane. Yeah. So it's a massive difference. It tastes so much better. It tastes cleaner. It doesn't taste as sweet, amazingly, because there's real sugar in it. Nah, shut up, Mark. I love you, mate, but shut up, Mark. They should just put the Coke back in the Coke and be done with it. That's Colombian. Colombia. I was thinking marching powder. No, do you guys think I'm a druggie? I'm not a druggie. I've never even smoked a cigarette in my life. I do love my beer, though. It's the problem. And that's a drug in itself. Ooh, shortbread biscuit. There's a lot of that in Mexico as well. There is. I love Mexican Coca-Cola. The best thing about Florida is the Coca-Cola store, and you can go to the top bar and you can buy a liter of it. You can buy a liter of Mexican Coca-Cola. As Coke chicken wings was told using Mexican Coke. Yes, Mexican Coke is better. What I saw, I've got to do some coffee today as well because my brother's asked me to do a load of coffee for him. Okay. I like chocolate Swiss rolls. Basically what I want is a giant what's the mini roll? The Cadbury mini roll. It's what I want as a Swiss roll. I love a Cadbury mini roll. Cadbury mini rolls are awesome. Massive fan. And one of the best desserts ever. Yeah, Cadbury mini rolls are lethal. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There we go. I love Cadbury mini rolls. Need to get myself a new pair of Tims. My Tims are done for. Need a new pair of Tims. I've destroyed them. Oh, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I'm sticking up for my buddy Ben. He's high on life and possibly amphetamines, LSD, and a bit of Charlie. Yes. Timbos. Perhaps you'll be just in this chat. You can stream. It's not his fault. Because what's it called? Because I started late because I had my customer who did the film. It is what it is. Ange lovers do. Ben, we are doing a shaky dicky. Not for that. Not for this store. That's a Bobby K thing. It's a Bobby K thing. But yeah, it's my fault, not his. This is the problem. There are too many Spurs YouTubers now. There are too many Spurs YouTubers, and there's just no break of time. So, you know what? At the end of the day, you watch what you watch. Yes. Yes. No. More than likely some overlap. Maybe for the coffee company, but I've got to set up I might have to make a new email address. Might have to make yeah, I need to come up with an email address. Was just a thought. KDL. I could put the KDL shirt on the Tottenham on Tour website as well. The problem is I already put it on the coffee company. There's too much. There's too much. There's too much overlap. It's too much. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Um, uh, um, um, uh, here we go. Here we go. Hmm. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna set this one up here. So here we go. What's it called? Let's have a look. I'm sure it's how does this work? Okay, I can't find the YouTube channel. What's wrong with this? I thought I was already subbed. What an unloyal friend. What an unloyal friend. I'm going to set up this redirect for Auntie Kate. If I put in hit that, I'm sure I'll... No, what the hell, YouTube? What the hell? It's okay. It's okay. If we do this one, and we do that, and then we do this, and we do that, and we do this. Yes, that's all set up. Really, really good. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. After this show, we will be redirecting to the perfect match for her 12 days of Christmassy thingy majig. So go over and subscribe to Auntie Kate. It's a real problem. I don't want to upset anyone. So I'm trying to be a diplomat. I don't want to hurt this person and that person. This is the problem with being me. Everyone loves me because I'm not a dick. Hopefully I'm not a dick. But just get Levy outdone in every language. Yes, I've done that. That's on the coffee company. That's on the coffee company one. It's on the coffee company. But gonna end it there, everyone. Thank you all for watching. There will be a video on Tottenham on Tour up very, very soon. And it's going to be great. So thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Go and show some love to Auntie Kate and Uncle Jimbo and everyone who's doing the video over at the perfect match. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.